Good morning. I'm just getting coffee started this morning. We really need to go to Costco soon because we are out of, this week we realized we are out of coffee grounds. I thought we had one more tin in the pantry, but we don't. So we are using this special coffee for our daily coffee, which I can't complain. We love this hazelnut vanilla coffee, but it is kind of an extra step in the process of, where's my scoop? In the process of making a pot of coffee. Oh, it's in here. Because this coffee maker grinds your coffee beans and then, you know, it runs it through like a normal drip coffee maker. I'm gonna put all my coffee beans in here. They smell so good. Pardon me, Wesley?
I like drink coffee.
You don't like what coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee. Well, no. 3-year-olds shouldn't drink coffee. Right?
Yeah, but mummies and daddies could.
Mummies and daddies can, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just put the lid on there. We're heading out pretty early this morning, so I'm just gonna pour myself, Wesley and Simeon, go grab a bar, please. Go pick a bar from in the cupboard and you can have a banana. So I'm just pouring myself a small coffee this morning. I need to fill up some water bottles and we'll be kind of eating breakfast on the go. I always forget with this coffee, even though for the last few days it's all we've had is the hazelnut vanilla coffee. Even though for the last few days all we've had is the hazelnut vanilla coffee, I forget that it's a pretty light roast. So that's a really creamy coffee, but oh well. Okay, let me help you, all right? Break it off. Okay, you're taking these 2 fruit bars?
Yeah. And it's bad.
Yeah, we'll open it out there. So each of us are having a banana for breakfast, and then we're all having a bar. The older ones like protein bars. Wesley, I told him to grab fruit bars or a granola bar, but I'm having this one. It is this Mint Builders protein bar, and of course my coffee. And that is my breakfast on the go this morning. We are home. We stopped at Tim Hortons and I got myself a ice cap. I get this made with milk. I'm definitely not as tempted to get these drinks in the summer with the paper straws, so I don't get them very often, but I got that on the way home. The kids each got a frozen lemonade, and now I'm gonna get started on a late lunch. I have leftovers in the fridge, so it'll be a nice easy lunch, but it will take a little bit of time. We don't have a microwave, so I've got to stick the leftovers in the oven, but I'll show you what those leftovers are. In this container, I have a casserole, so it's pasta with ground beef and spinach and tomato sauce. I need to transfer that to a glass bowl. I want to get more glass containers just because I'm always sticking leftovers right into the oven, so glass containers are great. And then in this one, I have this dish. I showed this actually on a vlog the other day, and it was so good. I don't think I ever mentioned after I made it how good it was, but it's so good. It's rice, butter chicken sauce, bacon, corn, spinach, chickpeas. It's so good. I'm just gonna prep some extra veggies here to have with our leftover dishes. So it's starting to smell good in here because those leftovers are heating up. So it's easy to just put glass containers into the oven to reheat. It takes a little bit longer, but you just have to make sure to not warm the oven up first if you're putting a cold glass dish in. So what I do is I put my glass containers into the oven and then I start warming it up, because you don't want the sudden heat change to break your glass container. So I just had some cucumbers there, and I also have some sugar snap peas I'm just going to put onto this plate. So we'll have lots of veggies at lunch. Little spoiler, we're also having like no veggies at supper because this, what you see right here, is sourdough. We're gonna have pancakes for supper, so I wanna make sure that we get lots of veggies in with our lunch. Here's our lunch. We've got our raw veggies, pasta dish, rice dish. I love when we have leftovers in the fridge. I can just quickly pull out. Makes for a nice, easy lunch. And also any dish that is like a casserole style dish, I find is just as good left over, sometimes even better. So there's our lunch. This is what often happens. I'll just leave the veggies out even after lunch. And then when the kids are hungry, they can come and grab more snacks. And this is sitting at the table, so they end up snacking on all the rest of the veggies. But you love your veggies, don't ya? What's your favorite veggie?
Cucumbers.
Oh, yum. And then sugar snap peas?
Yeah, and then peppers.
Oh, peppers are good too. And then what? All the raw veggies. He loves the raw veggies especially, right? Do you like carrots?
Yeah.
What about celery?
No.
No, I didn't think so. For snack, I just pulled out these yellow plums. Usually afternoon snack is just fruit. And so I'm just pulling this out, putting it at the table. The kids are pretty free to just grab their snack, but I just have it set out there. And then I got some of this mix out because I'm really hungry. I want a little snack. I probably will monitor the kids, like make sure they don't take too much of this because supper time is coming up pretty quickly here, but this mix is really good. It's roasted peanuts, caramel popcorn, pretzels, and dark chocolate. Such a yummy, sweet and salty mix. It's been so hot this afternoon that I haven't really felt like coffee, but finally I caved. I added a lot less cream this time for this light roast coffee, and I am gonna sit and enjoy this for a minute before I start working on dinner. For dinner tonight, as I already mentioned, didn't I? We're having pancakes. We're having sourdough pancakes. I had the sourdough sitting on my counter for most of the day. Then I stuck it in the fridge because I realized just how many fruit flies were around it. One of those things like I forget about, and summer comes around. I love summer. Summer comes around again, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about all the fruit flies. I typically keep my sourdough in the fridge. Right now, I'll maybe feed it and keep it on the counter for a few hours, and then I stick it in the fridge because, yes, I know the tips and tricks for trying to keep the fruit flies at bay, but like, even if I set out something else for them, they still will be very drawn to the sourdough because it's just so potent, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna pull that out of the fridge and I am going to start prepping these pancakes. This is gonna be a double recipe of pancakes. The first thing I'm actually gonna go do is get some more flour just because I can see that this is a little bit thinner than I want my pancakes to be. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of extra flour to this. Actually, this is all white flour I've used in this starter, so I'm gonna add some, just probably half a cup of whole wheat flour. Now on my stove top, I need to melt some coconut oil, and because I have creamed honey right now instead of liquid honey, I'm gonna put that into my pot as well and just melt, where's my quarter cup, and just melt those together. So it's a hot day. My coconut oil is pretty soft already. Look how soft that is. So I'm gonna do half a cup of coconut oil, ooh, and then a quarter cup of my honey. Now I will add my melted honey and oil. I'm going to add 4 eggs. 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now I just need to get this all mixed together and we're ready to fry up some pancakes. we're gonna do an assembly line style, everybody getting their dinner tonight. So there's our huge stack of pancakes. I just cooked up some blueberries. These were frozen blueberries. I just put them in the pot, got those boiling, and then whipped cream and our syrup. Sometimes I set the salt to the table, other times I just don't feel like this is huge to put at our table. I need to put trivets underneath the hot stuff, so this just makes it nice and simple. Our table's not overflowing with all these extra dishes, but that's our dinner for tonight. I just wanted to give you guys a real quick update before I sign off on this video. So we have been home most of the day, and so when we're home, I still do intermittent fasting. I know I've done videos in the past where I talk about intermittent fasting. I don't discuss it very often right now, but I do still try to do it most days. Summertime definitely makes it tricky because at least, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 times a week we are eating dinner by 5 o'clock, and so then I need an evening snack. But typically if we're home for the evening, we will eat dinner not till around 6 o'clock, and then I don't eat anything else after dinner. This morning I had breakfast. It was about 9:30 by the time I had breakfast, and then we ate dinner right at 6 o'clock. And so that's it. That's the end of what I am eating today. I am just pulling a sparkling water here. That's the one, watermelon and lime. I will have that this evening, but I'm not having any more calories. I do still try to have that eating window within my fasting time, but summer kind of throws it for a loop. But at the very least, I am always fasting for 12 hours. So anyways, just wanted to update you guys on how that's going. And thank you for watching today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing our meals. Good night.